And we're live. Webcam is all messed up, I see. How about there? That looks a little bit better. What is that? My bot is first today? You guys didn't beat my bot? I didn't even log my bot in today. Man. How did you guys let my bot beat you like that? Okay, besides the bot, let's see. Guilty was first by half a second over Tom. Half a second. Half a second. Then Tom and then Pierre. And Jim. Nick Gamer. I'm not seeing a picture. Oh, I think I gotta change something. Give me a second. Let's see here. Gotta get up. Change my VCR over one. That did it. My picture quality could still be a little bit better. I do wonder if it's my cable. Because I'm shaking my cable and it's getting a little jittery. You see that when I shake the cable? Quite possibly shorten the cable or something. Possibly caused by me. Oh, you can only see blackness. I gotta switch that over. Sorry. It's not terrible looking or nothing. Just a little on the fuzzy side. Let me turn my camera back on. And turn the dazzle on. Okay, I turned the dazzle on, and you guys are not seeing picture. Oh, I see the problem with that. Hold on again. One of my cords came undone. Lovely. Ugh, can I reach down here? Oh, gosh. Oof. Oh, it's a tough reach down here, man. These cords need a little bit extra pulling here. There, that should do it. Get that in there. Oh, it's in the wrong one. That in there. There we go. Audio in here. How's that? Does that look better? That looks much better, doesn't it? The fuzziness kind of went away too, so. Oh, my camera's all messed up now. Hold on. When I was moving the cords around and stuff.
What would you say you do here?
Let's see how that looks. No, because now you can't see that over there. How's that? That look better? No, it's a little bit too high. Oni is here. Yeah, I'm out of breath, guys. Gee, I'm out of shape. And Jared, you know that feeling? I mean, I am a shape, but I'm not the right shape. The only shape I know, yeah. The only shape I know, out of shape, yeah. Do we remember what save I was using last time? 1, 2, 3, I don't know which one I was on when we left off. I should be in the room where the ring's at. So that would probably tell us. We'll start with 2, I guess. Yeah, this is probably it. So, you know, when we left off last time, the game kept crashing on this screen here, and I don't know for sure what was causing the crashing, but I do know that when this room was loading, I was like hitting something like spacebar or button, you know, something at the same time it was loading, and I wonder if that's what it was. I know one of you, I forget which one of you said it could have been because we were skipping steps. But I wonder if that's interpreted as I'm hitting things as it's loading as well. I thought it was you, but I didn't want to misspeak there. Say the wrong person. Because the way you worded that could be interpreted as me hitting things too quickly, you know. Oh. Yeah, it's up, right? Up. Up again. Up again. So to be on the safe side, I shouldn't hit anything until we get the loot room all loaded up, just in case that's it, you know. Ah. So I think on this playthrough, the werewolf is still alive, but the vampire is dead. Do I remember the exact location of said werewolf? I mean, said statue? Not really, but we'll figure it out. This could be it right here. See, not having the gun right here is a pain in the butt a little bit. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt. So the cloak should be on, right? I don't have to like wear a cloak at this present time, right? It's already on. Guess we'll find out. Oh, come on. I guess we'll go east and then come back. Yeah, it doesn't work. I don't think it does. Does it actually work? We never tried that, but I don't think I have the garlic. Does that work? The garlic? Show the garlic to the werewolf? We never tried that. So you can't speed run, possibly. You can't do but one thing before he shows up. Yeah, we don't even have the garlic because we're trying to skip things because we had to start over. I'm just going to assume at this point we're wearing the cloak, so nothing happened. Yo, bully. Now if I say show ring, I bet the werewolf will kill me. Yes. I think we did that though. We're skipping around, Jared. We did all this before, but then I realized through process of elimination that when I started over, we didn't need to do all that stuff. At least not yet, anyway. It looks like a lot of it can be skipped. But is that a bad thing that we're skipping all the stuff that we're supposed to skip? And here comes the werewolf. Because, you know, to get the cloak and to get the ring and to do all this stuff, you know, we needed secrets, you know. What I think, William, is that he just shows up at random points. And if you stall and do something, then he shows up. No matter what it is. Because he was doing the same thing when we were trying to kill him on the last time. He would constantly show up when I was trying to get the bullet. And when I tried to load the gun, then he would show up, and then and then I kept having to reload and reload and reload and reload so many times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something here so he shows up here. Then I'm going to go north. That's what I think's happening. See, I think I have to wear the cloak and do both commands at the same time here. But then the werewolf's going to show up. So maybe we do got to kill this bugger. Because he'll probably kill me now. Yeah. Okay, where do we find the gun at again, and where do we find the bullet? Because I don't know what's going to be harder. Do we remember where the gun's at? Do we remember where the bullet's at? I know where the bullet's at. The bullet's in the coffin. Do we remember where the gun's at? Do one of you remember where the gun's at? I could try to give it one more attempt, though. See, he didn't show up this time. Because I don't feel like it's cheating, because we kind of we've already did it once, you know? We did all that once. Are we missing a step? Do I need to wear the ring, then show the ring? Because if that's what it is, maybe we don't need to worry about the werewolf. But I think it's going to show up again right now. It just goes someplace where he's not, then wear the ring. Hopefully the game will remember that I'm wearing it, you know. Let's get the werewolf to come here. There we go. He's a deeply indebted to me. The creature grasps the ring. And crushes it. There is a violent explosion. When the smoke clears, the statue and alien are nowhere to be seen. Second floor of the house. Thanks, Jared. We might not need it now, since we did this. It was because I wasn't wearing it. Games are here.
The gun is good.
The gun is good!
The penis is evil.
So what did you guys think of that game I played last night? The 3D Tarman. It was a shame that I couldn't streamline it last night. Would you guys like me to play it again in the future? Oh, I think I got to use the key on this. Oh, on what? On what? What if I don't have a happy home?
Hello, Commander.
Trying to
Computer reporting.
trying to lure the werewolf over here. Oh no, all this has to be done at once? Oh no, there it is. Okay. Use key. We unlock the grate. Okay, but now we have to move again. Marx Brothers. I'm not for sure if I've ever seen a Marx Brothers movie all the way through. I'm not sure. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I mean, I've seen lots of Abbott and Costello movies. I probably have seen a majority of all the Abbott and Costello movies at one time or another. Yeah, but killing him is just as pain in the butt as what we're doing now. So... See, I can't... Maybe we gotta get the bullet and the gun. Someone's gonna give me $100? You're gonna give me $100? I already got that a long time ago, unfortunately. Okay, I gotta find the house again. As much as I didn't want to waste my time on killing this werewolf, maybe we better. He's becoming a pain in the butt. Really a pain in the butt, so... And now the eagle's gonna take me somewhere else. We're not gonna worry about the rats, though. Just want the bullets. As long as the werewolf doesn't spawn as well. If I remember right, I have to go north here. At least the game lets you escape without getting killed. Yeah, we skipped all of that, but this werewolf is a pain in the butt, so... Because what we did is that we did all that stuff the right way. We did all the puzzles the right way. You know, we did everything in the way it was supposed to be done. The frog, you know, everything, you know, the goblin or whatever he is. But I ran out of time and the game was over. So we had to start over from scratch. So now I'm skipping everything except that werewolf is a pain in the butt. So you might be a little bit behind, Jared. You might want to refresh. Just the werewolf again. God damn it. Let's go down. I think if I get the werewolf to come down here, he might not be up there. Rickster.
Groovy.
Excuse me. Actually, let's just kill the wolf. I think I just have to just shoot wolf. And he's dead. And then we'll save. See, I wish we could see the decrepit old man. That'd be pretty cool, you know. Okay, now that we're caught up, remember, no spoilers. We're going to try to figure this out on our own. But we do know that we should go down the grate down there. Then we'll figure out what we do after that, without any spoilers. It did, yeah. Yeah, I wonder as well. See, I think we go north from here. Oh, great. I hit a button on the keyboard as it was still loading. Great. Now we gotta start over. Well, luckily we saved it. I thought it was done loading. So that's why I hit north on the keyboard. And I think it crashed because I got impatient there. Maybe yes, maybe not, you know, I don't know.
I'm going to be very upset if in 2 years from now, I don't walk out into our parking lot and see 40 Ferraris. Like, I'm going to be really mad.
I mean, at least we killed the werewolf, right? Like, what else would have loaded there? Actually, maybe I laid something on the ground there. Maybe that's what was loading in. I thought there was nothing there to load in, but maybe there was something on the ground or something.
We don't have $1 billion in the bank like all these guys.
It's okay. Canu's kid, it's okay.
I stole $1 million.
Well, you also have to remember that this is not an official copy of the game, you know. It's a cracked copy, so possibly, so maybe it's not 100% perfect because of that. But then the official game could be that way too, but we don't know that, do we? Unless someone else wants to go buy the official copy of the game. So I have this new phone, right? And so I bought a case for it. An identical case to the phone I had last, because I like this case. My old phone had the same exact case. But then what I didn't realize is that the new version of the case had magnets on the inside of it. Because I noticed, you know, I'd lay it down on something like the top of the washing machine, and it stuck to the washing machine. And then I was thinking, that could be bad because I got these floppy disks over here. You know, and sometimes my phone might lay right next to the floppy case. So I ripped all the magnets that were in the case out. They were not hard to get out of there, but I thought it probably would be a smart idea to get those magnets out of there. Or maybe I'd ruin all my floppy disks, you know. I'm not sure if the magnets would be strong enough, but it's possible. I don't know if you agree with me on that.
We don't have $1 billion in the bank like all these guys.
It happens with my official copies of Below the Root too. Mine's a Google Pixel 9a. So, does it have magnets in it? I mean, it doesn't stick to nothing. Show text messages? What does that mean? Oh, what? Oh, you mean inside the game? A strange ghostly shape just floated by Paisley morning, mournfully crying, "Belmont, Belmont." That's happened a few times in this game. I see that message an awful lot. I think that's what he was talking about. I don't know if it means anything, but random messages do pop up sometimes. Sometimes it's that. Sometimes it's the shooting star. Maybe they're clues. Maybe I should do something when I see that ghost message, but I don't know. Maybe that's an opportunity to try the sing command. It's happened at the graveyard over there, and it's happened in other places. Okay, we're back to the spot where we crashed at. So I think something else is going to load in, and I didn't realize it. No, it didn't. I still must have jumped the gun or something, though. Is it headstone or gravestone? Does it matter? Oh yeah, witch cackled. Hey, the mice show back up again. So maybe that one-time event to get the mice is not the one-time event. Maybe they'll show up here too. Oh, great, not gate. But then the mice disappear again, but maybe they'll show up somewhere else. Can't go down, huh? But it did say we did open the grate. Maybe we have to enter the grate. Okay, it's a different command. There was a secret chamber under the cemetery. There is a magic elixir. Get elixir. Take elixir. I spelled it wrong. So we have a magic elixir. Now, if anybody knows the answer, don't tell it. But for any of you who don't know the answer, where do you think we should drink this at? Anywhere we want? Where else would we want to drink an elixir? I mean, we have here, we have by the boat, but I think the boat's for leaving. We also have upstairs in the castle. Sounds like interesting places to drink an elixir. Since we saved the game, we'll just drink here. If it's wrong, we'll reload. It's not open. To you, that stuff is poisonous. So we still have the elixir. Okay, we need to give the elixir to someone else. Hmm. Maybe we have to give the elixir to somebody. The mice follow us now. You don't think I have to go down the stump again, do you? So I'm debating where to go first. Let me save first. Like, are we supposed to go in there, you think? Maybe not. Keep spelling elixir wrong. Okay. We still have the elixir, so... Isn't that what we're supposed to do? Knock? Because I know we was able to get down there without having to do the knock stump. Thank you. I had forgotten. Wasn't there someone down here? Maybe not. Oh, wait. Simply wave the container to energize the ingredients. And pour the contents. Oh, this is what we forgot. On the subject to complete the spell. Wave the elixir to energize the ingredients and pour the contents on the subject. Clap your hands. Problem is, we haven't found the subject yet. There must be a hidden wall or something that we haven't found. Oh, wait, I think I had to go east from down there, not up here. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. What if the subject was in the grave? Let's do another save. I already said 4, so I guess 4 it is. Well, it's not here then. Not too late. We have to figure out what to do with this elixir. But no spoilers, if you know the answer. I mean, the book tells us to wave the elixir, pour the elixir on the subject. I mean, I don't think the subject is the person in that coffin, is it? Well, you know, we never tried that. Clock struck 2 yet. It was just a reminder, because anybody comes in here. You know. I doubt this is the subject, but, you know, what the heck? You know, what the heck? I mean, it's the only subject that we have actually seen. Who? Just an owl. Okay, that just happens sometimes. So I guess it's not this subject. The subject should be the princess, yes, that's what I think too. But the problem is we have not seen the princess anywhere. And I think, besides any hidden areas, I think we've been in every direction. Unless she's on the ship. Do you think she's on the ship? Because we couldn't enter the ship before. Unless she's in the castle. Well, we didn't see her in the castle. Let's go to the castle, look around again. If she's not in the castle, maybe we'll try to enter the ship. Maybe she's on the ship. See, it almost looks like we could go through that window there. But you can't go in that direction. Sorry, you can't. You're just guessing, right, Jared? Because the game says it's only 2-word commands. In the manual, anyway. Just a reminder about the spoilers, you know, just to make sure. Just to make sure you didn't know anything.
We've never met anyone who doesn't like lasagna.
Eric. I tried that. Or did I try that? Did I try that? Climb ladder? Maybe I didn't try those exact letters. The exact words. I didn't try those exact words. Try. So we need to clear this mess of vines. What would we clear it with? You think we need that broom? Maybe we can move the vines on our own. Large stone sarcophagus. Open. Stone. Maybe that's a spell out sarcophagus. Sarcophagus. It's hermetically sealed. What does that mean? Airtight. Now, I don't think there was any other items in the game besides the broom that we didn't take or use at one point. So, I don't think there was anything left behind because the fly paper was for the flies. Actually, I don't know if we ever did anything with the loaf of bread. I don't think that would do anything. Yeah, where is our alien favor? We could try the elixir. Yeah, let's see. Wave elixir. Nothing happened. We don't have a pry bar or anything. Do you think this is just the coffin for the vampire? It won't budge. It also said you only had to do like abbreviations, like the first 5 letters, I think. Nothing happened. So you don't have to type out everything. It says the game only looks at the first 5 letters of a word. That's why you can type in inven instead of inventory. That's possibly true too. I do wonder if this was just the vampire's coffin, because this was his house. And this has nothing to do with what we need. Well, because we killed the vampire in this house. The vampire follows you from room to room and shows up randomly. So, I think this is just the vampire's house and that's his coffin. That's what I think. Just my opinion. We could go down here again. See, there's the cellar, but there's nothing in here either. There wasn't earlier anyway. Just a dungeon chamber. Okay, what I'm going to try next, if there's nothing else in here, is we're going to try to enter the ship. But it might not be time to enter the ship. Maybe we do have to find the girl. And this is just the room where we found the ring. And there's probably nothing else here. And I dropped the cross on the ground. We did. Nothing happened. The lockpick was for the door down the stump. We used that already, so. The only 2 things we didn't use of all the items that are found in the game. We didn't use the bread, I don't think. I don't think nothing was for the bread. And nothing was for the broom. Someone was hinting to me last time we played that the broom was for nothing. I said no spoilers, but I guess they didn't said it wasn't too much of a spoiler, so I let that go. That the broom was for nothing. Do they know that it was for nothing? That I don't know, though. How'd they kill the vampire? The cross. Do you think we gotta reuse the cross? You catch the mice, and you put them down in front of the cat. The cat moves, then you can get the item that's in the house that you needed. The acid. There was also a broom in that house. There's no other rooms in this castle, so. Where are you gonna take me, Eagle? Now, I don't know if you want to answer this question, Jared, but just you, Jared, and you, let's see. You don't know spoilers, do you, Jared? I don't know if you answered that or not. The statue's not there anymore. It's gone. But maybe we should re-enter some of the houses and see if the alien went there. Because even though you retracted your message, I can still see it. So that's why I'm asking if you don't know any spoilers or not. Well, the cross was on the gravestone. That's where we found it originally. But it wasn't on the yellow. The cross was just at the bottom of the gravestone. Oh, okay. Okay, then you don't know anything. Okay, yeah. I don't think that's it either, because the cross was there originally. That's where we found the cross to kill the vampire. Now, so far in this game, quote unquote, so far in this game, every item is for one thing only, I think. You know, there is the garlic. Did we ever figure out what to do with the garlic? I don't think we ever did figure out what to do with the garlic. Garlic goes on the pizza. Yeah, I wonder if it's just a secondary item. Maybe instead of killing the vampire, you just scare it away. Come on, Eagle. How am I supposed to get anywhere if you keep moving me? I think this corpse is for nothing, but it was for to get the bullet and to get the mice. And I think that's the only purpose of this. So far, the game hasn't been too complicated that everything has a second purpose. So far, it's been pretty straightforward. You get one item for another item. But of course, that can soon change in a split second. Perfect Dark Zero? I've heard of it. But that's about it. Thankfully, Hut has the broom and the cat and the acid. I don't remember this area here. Oh, this is where the goblin was? But we already knew his word, so we got the key and he took off. Okay, never mind. I thought going south from there was to take us to... Wait, maybe I have to go south from here as well. Trying to remember how we got to the frog. I thought the frog was close to the goblin. Was he not? I don't think so. He was in this area. I was almost positive. Because going east from here was the goblin. Not going south from here. So that's why I'm confused, you know. Somehow it still leads to the goblin, one way or another. See, if I go east from this four-way... See, isn't that so weird? What if I go north from here, though? Where does that take me? This whole area is confusing. And I feel like something's wrong and something's up, you know? See, going south from here shouldn't take me to the goblin, because going south should take me to the frog. This is where sometimes I wonder if the cracked game can be a little off at times. Because this doesn't make any sense, does it? See, how does that work, you know? Hold on, let's go south again. I can't go west from here, right? What if I go west from here? Something's weird. It doesn't make any sense. I don't want to think the game's broken, but something doesn't make sense. Okay. Then I don't know where the frog is at. Because I swore it was here. Well, we'll go get that bread, though. What if I say enter without saying enter house? Think that'll work. Do we have anything that we don't need now? Because we're going to run out of inventory room. We probably don't need the cloak anymore. We might not even need the pistol or the key. If everything is just used once. Because we do need to drop something at least. We'll drop the pistol. Yeah, because some of these were just used for one thing so far. We'll keep the key, though. Yeah, but we don't need to do that anymore. Because the only reason was the frog was to tell us the password, but we already knew the password. So we skipped that, so... It's cheating, but we skip that. Unless there's some trick in the game to only get to the frogs if you have the flypaper, but I don't think that's it. Actually, maybe the frogs are where the two houses are at. The two buildings. Maybe that's where we have to go. Let me try to remember where that's at. Maybe that's where I'm getting confused at. Maybe I'm confusing a couple areas here. What happens if I go west here? Where does that take me? Gravestone. Maybe this is where the frogs are at, and I'm confusing the two areas. Maybe not. What if I go south from here? There it is. I remember now. It's sailboat. But I don't think we're supposed to do that yet. What direction can we go? Lick the toad? What's north of the gravestone? Can we read the note again without picking it up? You don't have it. I think it just says rescuer, you know. Well, how am I supposed to read the note if a giant eagle comes and gets me? Now we're back at the stump. You think we should go get that broom? Sabrina dies at dawn. That's the only thing the note says. It doesn't say anything else. You know, there was nothing in the shack before, but maybe we should re-enter these. Because we don't know where the alien went, but maybe he just took off. The shack was empty, I think. Completely empty. I don't think there was even a thing in it before. Oh, that's where the garlic was. I mean, we never did nothing with it, so we'll just take it just in case, but it probably is nothing. Maybe that's the only thing for this place. The other house is where we got the cloak at, but we could enter there as well. I mean, it's doubtful, but poor garlic on alien. We could sing in here. We are revisiting all our steps, but so far that's... I don't know yet, you know. Come on, Eagle. I was getting back to where the mice were. The eagle can be annoying
Keep
too.
taking time.
That eagle can be very annoying. Where is the alien? The alien took off. Never to be seen again. We don't have no aliens. And this time we don't have no mice. I was hoping the mice would show up. Come on. We got to get the mice if we want the broom. But we don't even know if that does anything. That might not be a thing. We could be wasting our time completely getting that broom. I guess we won't ever find out unless we do it. It has one alien. But we don't actually see the alien. The alien is not seen. Yeah, there has to be a reason. Well, you want to go north of here? That's what you keep asking for? We'll go north of here. This is another one where if you're east of the castle and going north, and then go east, you're at the house. But if you're west of the castle and go north and go east, you're at the house. How does that make any sense? See, I thought I was imagining things when I got to the house the second time on that side of the castle, and I was like, maybe I was always on this side of the castle. No, the game was messing with me. Oh no, we were carrying too much stuff. Now this clock truck 4. I still think the broom is going to be a waste of time, but, you know, we'll see. I hope I'm wrong. Oh, good, they're back. No, they're not back. That's the note. Ah. So all we can do is just go back and forth and hope the mice show up. Because they're a random encounter. And we're probably going to run out of time again. Let's drop the note somewhere else. Let's drop the note down here so it has less things to load in. Oh no. Now if I drop the note, the mice are gonna leave. Mm. Isn't that irritating? Yeah, we've done all that before. We've been in every direction. At one point or another, we've been in every direction. We went west of here many times earlier in the game.
To be the man. You gotta beat the man, baby. And right
What?
now, woo, I am the man.
This is where the statue was before. We came back here once after the alien took off. But did we come back here after I had the elixir, though? Or was it before I had the elixir that we came back here? You shake the bottle. Yeah, I think it says wave the bottle. Fantastic. Utterly fascinating. Oh no, everything getting black. Help enter space to continue. There's a trio of mice. There is a 30-foot circle of smoking brush. Enter circle. So we don't do that here. I was going to sing at the spaceship instead and reload. A strange... Oh, Belmont. I was going to restore before the ship came back. The ship took off. You see nothing unusual. Do you know that for sure? Are you spoiling? I have to ask that because... See, it doesn't know that word. It's pretty particular about this game. Sing... I forgot the word some. You can't even type it all out. We did enter the saucer before. And that's why we got the Ring of Fire. See, the game doesn't even let you type out that whole phrase, sing some enchanted evening. You can't even type it all out. The manual says it's 2-word commands. Like, I can bring up the manual again. In Transylvania, your computer shows you where you are, what you see, and where you can go. You travel around and do things by giving the computer 2-word commands, a verb and a noun, such as go north or look tree. Your computer then shows you the result of your action and waits for your next command. Transylvania has a large vocabulary of nouns and verbs, but if you happen to use a word that is not in the game's vocabulary, you will be told. If the noun is not understood, your computer's response will be, I don't know that word. If the verb is not understood, the response will be, I don't know that command. When you receive one of these responses, try a synonym, another word with a similar meaning. Your computer checks only the first 5 letters of each word, so you can abbreviate, such as search cemetery, as SERCCEMET. So,
Hail to the king, baby.
sing some. Don't know that word. Nothing happened. I think you're supposed to enter, and the flame is probably supposed to happen. But why, I don't know. It's probably an event that's supposed to happen. But I probably should just let it happen. It's probably supposed to happen. And we are running out of time. I don't think so. Good, I wanted to come this way. But no. Oh, this eagle is so annoying. Gosh. Twice in a row? You're spoiling Jared. Don't look things up, man. Stop.
Are we going to fan the gas or are you going to pop the clutch?
We got the wooden cross because it was sitting on the gravestone. It was out in the open. You didn't have to sing to get it.
I hold over 2,000 world records.
But don't spoil, man. Don't look at things. Don't look. By looking at the Ring of Fire? We could try that too. We might run out of time though, because the clock already struck 4, and it'll die. It will get game over once it strikes 5. Then we'll have to reload from a previous save.
Oh, fishy, 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 fish. A fish, a fish, a fish, a fishy, ooh.
I'm gonna say no to that, Joe Blow. I'm gonna say no to that. We actually did, Jared. We actually did. The door got us something. But what was it that it got us?
I'm Todd Rogers, the king of video games.
No, there was something in that door, but we needed the lockpick for it. But I believe it was something that we didn't have to go down and get because it was something that just helped us with another task that we didn't need to do now. But what was it, though? I don't remember what was in the door of the cave. I no longer remember. But we no longer have the lockpick on us, because I don't remember where we get the lockpick. But we will offer the broom, but I still think it's a waste of time. But we'll find out if it's a waste of time. Hopefully we don't run out of time before we get down there. Witch's cackle cuts to the air. There is a broom. I think that's just a coincidence that text popped up. What was in there? Where do we find the lockpick again? Because what does giving the broom do? You know, it doesn't do anything. It's locked. What was in that door? Now, that's okay to spoil because we were in there before. Does anybody remember? Oh, the crystal ball. The crystal ball told us what to do with the ring and the cloak, right? Okay, so that's pointless. Unless the crystal ball would tell us something else. But if the crystal ball only tells us that one thing and that one thing alone, then there's no use for it. But I have a funny feeling the crystal ball just tells us that one thing and that one thing alone. Hera 47. Well, I'll at least Google it. I can't promise anything, but I'll at least Google it and check it out. There, I put it in a tab. It's on the Commodore? Did the aliens give you an item? No. The aliens gave no item. I do think we should load from a previous save, though. Because we're going to run out of time. I guess 3, but the werewolf might be still alive. I don't know if we have the elixir at 3. We do have the elixir. Okay, the werewolf's dead. We still got the pistol. We got the cloak and the key. This is before we went back and got the bread again. This is before the alien encounter again. Nice try, Rickster. Nice try. Nice try. I'll go west from here. Screw the bread? Yeah, screw the bread. Thanks, Eagle. Screw the mice. Screw the broom. But we still don't know how to open the sarcophagus. Not unless the cross has a second, not unless the cross has a second, thing to do with it. Yeah, alien must be important.
Give me some sugar, baby.
Now, just in case some news watching right now, remember, no spoilers. No spoilers. At least not yet. I'll ask if I want a spoiler. I still got this feeling someone's gonna spoil it. So. And I still don't know if people are spoiling things because no one wants to listen to me. Enter saucer again? Yeah, we'll try that. Enter. I've got the Johnny Cash Ring of Fire. The mice are back. Hell, as far as we know, maybe the broom clears away the fire. Wouldn't that be funny? I think our inventory was full. Oh, we did get the mice. Okay. What? Small metal box? When did we get small metal box? Did the aliens did give us something? Yeah, it never said anything. Let's drop something first. You can't open box. Why can't we open the box? There is a button on its smooth black surface. Actually, let's go back to this screen first.
Hello, Peter. What's happening?
That's okay. Yeah. I was pushing buttons and the game was loading. That was my fault. I was hitting buttons on the keyboard as the screen was loading. It's all my fault. We don't have to redo too much. We were right there. We were right there, so we don't have to redo much. Wait, no, I already forgot what I'm doing. We was like just a couple screens away, so. So once again, screw the mice. We don't need the mice. I think the broom is probably useless. Yeah. Yeah, the game does this every single time. If the screen is loading and I'm actually hitting buttons on the keyboard, it wants to crash. Every time.
Big bucks, no whammies, stop!
Stop it, oh whammy.
Just get something out of inventory. What else do we have?
If it bleeds.
We probably don't need the cloak now. Lost the box? We don't get the box till we enter the saucer. Actually, hold on a second. When we enter the ship, I want to... Sometimes this game cuts off some of the words, and then you have to hit enter to see them all. And I wonder if that's when it told us. Because sometimes things get cut off in between loading screens. Enter saucer. No, okay, it didn't. Okay, no, there was nothing. But if I go inventory, then it should be there. We're going to do save 4. Dazzling light shoots from the box and uproots a tree. Where's the tree? Do you see a tree? I think that's what we'll do. We'll go to the sarcophagus and open the box there. Don't touch nothing. I'm still loading. I still feel like you know something, Jared. I still think you know something.
The crane operator can't always see the loads he is lifting to the floors far above him. How does he know where to put the load?
Well, I guess that's it. Let's save just to be on the safe side. That's the correct order. We saved her. You see nothing unusual. I guess she'll just follow us. She doesn't want to talk. Isn't that a little corny? Oh, jeez. Okay, that's good. I think say hello doesn't work. Okay.
They said there's been 10 billion games played. How are you going to do it? I says, because I'm Billy Mitchell.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to go back up and get her. Or is she just in our inventory? No, okay. Like, what other words are there? Carry princess? It could be that too, yeah. We just gotta find the right words first for her to follow us. I think she is Sabrina. Push her down the ladder. Maybe we could just get on the ship and she'll just magically be there. Maybe it's not like she has to follow me and, go down the stairs. Maybe she'll just show up when we get on the ship. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that it's possible that she's just gonna be there. Not unless we're supposed to give her something. Beckon princess. Oh, I didn't spell that right. Beckon is not in there. Either I have to give her something. We already tried to kiss. Or she'll just be there. But what else was there to give her? A piece of bread or a broom? So, I think she'll just be down there. We'll just try it. Give her rats, give her bread. She's hungry. Look how long she's been sleeping. She's hungry. She wants a piece of bread. It's not like we're the prince or anything. We're just rescuing her. Leave breadcrumbs. I'm still trying to figure that out. I didn't look it up yet. I kept saying I was going to look it up. I didn't look it up yet. Has anybody else looked it up?
Have you tried the lasagna? It's my favorite.
We've never met anyone who doesn't like lasagna.
All right. We have to give her something. I don't know. I still haven't looked it up. If you tap the crown, it shows a community leaderboard. But what does it mean? What does it mean? Is it how long you've watched? Is it how long you're in the chat? Is it the minutes that you're in the chat? Wonder if it's the minutes you're in the chat or the amount of comments. I bet it could be minutes. I mean, what else can I give her? The frog, you had to feed it flies to get a password. But since we skipped that, we didn't have to feed it the flies. We kind of cheated and skipped that part. It's... I think we just have to have the princess with us.
That's your thing, and you're going to come at me with that? Well, you
Maybe
might
take
get a response.
princess. Maybe instead of carry, it was just simply take princess. Maybe I remember we're overcomplicating things. I could give her the mice. I will laugh if we need the bread. I'll just laugh if we need the bread. Can't... We tried that. We tried talk to princess. Yeah. I don't think we did. I don't think we did get princess. We tried carry princess. What if she wants the cloak? You know. She's in our inventory. Is she in my pocket? Yeah, I hear you, Rickster, about the bard. Yeah, she's in our pocket. Now we can walk around and hope someone says, "Is that a princess in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?"
I got a charmed long staff.
The crane operator can't always see the loads he is lifting to the floors far above him. How does he know where to put the load?
So, if I play the sequel to this, you know, it's called The Crimson Crown, The Further Adventures in Transylvania. Am I going to get a spoiler of the free playthrough? There's two sequels. One sequel I have right here on the Commodore. The next one is on DOS. So, but I believe I can use, what do you call it? DOSBox to play it. Hold on. I think I put it on drive C. And I think it is called Transylvania 3. Vanquish the Night. Transylvania 3, Vanquish the Night.
Excuse me. I believe you have my stapler.
After a precarious few minutes, the journey goes smoothly. A somewhat tired and bewildered Princess Sabrina graciously thanks you as you return to her kingdom. The king is suitably impressed and asks that you be sent to the deepest Africa to save his other daughter. That evening, you sneak out in peasant dressed, plotting your rescue of Sabrina from the king's castle. Well done. Did we read that right? I wanted to read the text there. Oh, now it's gone. It won't let me read it. There's no way to scroll up, I don't think. It's through the chat there. We're going to rescue the princess from her dad now. How'd she get in the boat? In my pocket. We had a pocket princess. You know what those are, don't you? Have you ever seen a pocket princess before? Polly Pocket. I have a hangnail. Been bugging me all night. Ah, nice. Oh, better. I mean, I would start the next game, but then people might be disappointed because, it's not in the title that we started a new game like a half hour left in the stream, It'd be better if we start that next game fresh and new. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Jim. That's kind of what I want to play next. I kind of just want to play all three of these games in a row. It's kind of what I want to do. I feel like I shouldn't start this until it's a fresh day and people are looking forward to it and everything, Well, we do have a half hour though. We could kill it with another game. Like we could kill it with one of my game show games here. We could kill it with either Classic Concentration, Hollywood Squares, Family Feud, TV's Card Sharks, or we could even do a wrestling match with WWF Micro League Wrestling. Hogan versus Orndorff, Hogan versus DiBiase, Roberts versus Rude, Hogan versus Savage. But the game show games would probably be more fun. Ugh, not the game show games. It's only a half hour, man. Everybody loves the game show games. I love the game show games. I don't have Wheel of Fortune on the Commodore. At least a working copy, anyway. I did, but the game was awful. So, Bruno Sammartino for Chic, I don't have that one. Well, it looks like most of you want me to play Card Sharks, so we'll do Card Sharks. Sorry, I take the fifth. Card Sharks doesn't take that long. We might be able to do Card Sharks and then pop in one match of the Micro League. Might be able to do both. A game of Card Sharks can go pretty quick. What's Card Sharks? It was a TV game show back in the 80s. And while this is initially loading, I'll wait for it to do its thing, and I'm going to run use the bathroom real quick while it's doing its next loading. We did attempt to do the pyramid. It was so bad that we decided not to keep it. It's been fun. Enjoy. Hit the BBS scene. Hope to see Crimson King soon. Awesome, man. Alright. I will be right back, guys. Actually, I'll skip that so you can get to the... I'll skip that too. It's got to do a lot of loading right here.
It's like, oh my God, a cow, and we're gonna move.
I think I attempted to get Wheel of Fortune, but I possibly was having trouble with
Lady, I'm afraid I'm going to have to
copying
ask you
the
to leave
disc
the store.
over and getting errors, maybe.
Name's Ash. Housewares.
But it also could have been the disc that I was using. I know we had trouble with remote control. We kept getting... The game kept freezing on us when we'd play. But now that I think about it, I wonder if I was hitting buttons on the keyboard when it was loading or something. When it froze. I wonder if I should try remote control again. We are a returning champion. Shawario. That's okay, man.
You know, a lot of people pick up a measuring cup in the
Wait,
air
wait.
like this, okay? The correct way to measure in a measuring cup is to do a deep knee bend, which also exercises your thigh muscles.
All right. A lot of these game show games make you flip the disc over. We asked 100 men in Mexico City. Would you be willing to fight a duel for the woman you love?
Who's got the largest arms in the world, brother?
How many said they would be willing to duel? I see your copy of Wheel of Fortune there.
By cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
I'm pretty sure I attempted to copy that. I don't remember what happened, but I felt like something didn't go right. But I don't remember now. I guess we'll have to try it again. Because I got different discs than we had before, so... How many do you think would duel? I bet it'll be about 70%. So... do 75%. The computer thinks lower. Oh, it was way lower. I guess they're not willing to. Nope, I guess not in Mexico City. Freeze.
Oh, fishy, 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 fish.
Ellen, we asked 100 men, women, do you complain more than your husband? Women are not going to admit they complain more than their husband. How many women are going to admit that? 27. I mean, it could be lower, but this is a tough one. Is that guy a vampire? You missed the ending, Games are.
Fishy, fishy, fish. That with
You think it's higher? You think more than 27 women would admit they complain more?
We've never met anyone who doesn't like lasagna.
Working on a song? Gotcha. You think lower, Rickster? Does no one else have an opinion? I guess no one else has an opinion. Higher? Lower, lower. Okay, we'll do lower. It was way higher. Dang it. Oh, we're starting out bad. We have 100 single women.
You know what's funny, and this is the God's honest truth, I don't have to lie.
We asked 100 single women, if you fell in love with a married man, would you be willing to have an affair with him? I'm going to say there probably won't. I'm going to do about 35%. All these questions are weird questions. You'd be surprised how many of these questions in this game are sexual in nature in some way or another. Want to change that card? Heck no. Lower. Oh, come on. Come on. We just lost game one. We just lost game one, just like that. Just that simple. There's 100 people in Montreal. Have you ever gone Christmas caroling? I had a question to that. $44. I've never been Christmas caroling, so I'm gonna go lower. Oh, come on. Oh, Festivus caroling. We asked 100 people. A judge in Texas has ruled that public schools must educate the children of illegal aliens at public expense. Do you approve of the judge's ruling? What kind of question is this? Oh my god. I don't think too many people are going to agree with that. Hmm, 31 did. Higher than I thought. Means I get a shot at it. Oh man. Guess we gotta go higher. Oh man. We're doing terrible here. People in Poland, do you think the United States poses a greater threat to world peace than Russia does? Oh my god. We're going lower regardless. Just by, you know, wow! So people in Poland really think we are more of a threat to world peace. Oh, that's terrible. If you win this question, we asked 100 wives of millionaires, do you own your own housework? Do you do your own housework? Some might still do their own housework. Not everybody's going to get a maid. We'll go with about 60%. Well, they're lazier than I thought. We lost. And you know what I'm gonna do? Is we're not gonna save the game. I'm not going to I'm not gonna turn it over to save the game. Screw that. Okay, we'll give one of the wrestling ones a try. I think someone mentioned they wanted to see Roberts versus Rude, so that's the one we'll do. And the question is, there's two questions here. Question one is, should I be Roberts or Rude? And the second question is, should I just let it be computer versus computer, or should I play? We could just vote for who we think are going to win. Computer versus computer. Oh, I got to put in the original disc. Okay. Hold on. Well, I got to put in this disc here. And then we can do that one. Can I just put it in, hit return, or do I have to start over? Come on. I don't have that game. Plus, we're not playing PS2 games right now. I don't even have room on my hard drive for any more PS2 games. So I'm going to say no to that.
Two chicks at the same time, man.
Yeah, I heard about Rick Danger dying. Yeah, it's a shame. Enter the arena. I don't think I spelled that right. Is that how you spell it? I don't remember how to spell it. It doesn't matter. That's probably how it's spelled. This would be at Kobo. I'm trying to think where we saw wrestling when I was a kid. We got to go. I got to go to one wrestling event in the 80s. And I thought we went to Joe Louis Arena and not Cobo Hall. But they were right next to each other. So, I don't know now. I'm gonna beat you, Rick Rude. Then you'll get to meet Damien. But what about Bobby the Brain Heenan? Damien will be watching you. Yeah, so now I don't remember which one we went to, but I thought we went to Joe Louis Arena and not Cobo Hall, but maybe we went to Cobo Hall and not Joe Louis Arena. You know, it's an old memory now, so. But I still think we went to Joe Louis Arena for that. Look out, puny one. You're spoiling the lady's view. You and Cheryl Roberts didn't exactly hit it off, did you? Cheryl Roberts, that was too much man for you. And too much for your hubby, too. It's probably possible to find out what event it was at, because it would have been Macho Man, Tito Santana getting a rematch against Macho Man for the Intercontinental title was one of the matches, and possibly the main event was the Hart Foundation versus the British Bulldogs. Scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. So that probably would have been 85 or 86 time, I guess. Probably when I went there. And his opponent. From Stone Mountain, Georgia. Is he pulling out the snake from the bag? Thanks for the follow. Alright, we did computer versus computer. So hopefully this doesn't take too long. Well, it'll be over within 10 minute time limit regardless. One hour draw. Well, I chose the 10 minute time limit, so. Rude with the body slam. He was successful. I still say, when I popped this game in for the first time, I got the biggest deja vu of all time. Like I played some kind of Commodore game. I mean, not Commodore, it was an Apple II game in school, and it had a similar way of picking what you were supposed to do. But, you know, it's a memory that'll never be remembered because those games are long gone and I'll never know. And it was possible it was just a game made by kids in school. So it's like, I'll never be able to know what it was. But it's like something awoke in me, and I can't picture it, so. And it's impossible now. So you want to have a lower damage number, not a higher damage number. Your damage goes up too high, then you have more of a chance of them doing the finisher and pinning. And that's the only way to win the game, is to do a finisher. And hopefully you can get the pin. But doing a finisher does not necessarily mean the opponent will be pinned, because I remember doing the leg drop with Hogan and Macho Man kicked out. NES game deja vu feeling. I feel like it was either that homemade football game that was in school, or it could have been the basketball game that my friend made. Because I think he did his based on percentages of, how it would score and stuff, I think. The football game, I think, was done on percentages, too. Where, like, certain plays would be, you have higher odds. And that's how this is. You have more success if you do the smaller moves. Then you have, then the odds are not, you can't really do the bigger moves unless you have done a few of the smaller moves. Rude with the flying chop. I think I've played tag team wrestling. I don't know if it's any good, but I think my favorite was always WCW wrestling, even though it really wasn't a good game, really. But I just had the most fun with it because had all the WCW guys at the time, NWA guys, Sting, Flair, the Road Warriors, Ricky Steamboat's even in that. For some reason, they did not give Ric Flair the figure 4, but they gave Sting the Scorpion Death, what do you call it? What's his finisher called on the, not the Death Drop, but the one that's like a big, like the sharpshooter. Scorpion Death Lock? Is that what it's called? Hard Flapjack by Rude. Oh, Rude with a successful block. Someone's taking a picture. Rude with the punch. Rude's with the comeback here. He's getting in moves all of a sudden. So there is a rumored last disc of this game that someone on a forum, maybe it was on Reddit or somewhere, mentioned that he had this last and final disc, but it's not listed anywhere else on the internet. He said he got it straight from the company just before they closed down. And it had the Ultimate Warrior in it. But he said it played so slow that it wasn't as good as the previous discs. But like they really half-assed it or something. And they never released it officially. But I guess you could have gotten it straight from them. But it's not on the internet nowhere or nothing like that. Devastating suplex by Jake Roberts. It could be time for the DDT. Go for it, man. Nope, belly buster. He's gonna get the belly buster. Oh! Jake Roberts throws a belly buster. Come on, man, go for the DDT.
Who's got the largest arms in the world, brother?
I think he's weak enough for the DDT. I don't know, we're going for a suplex instead. Jake Roberts rocks him with a suplex. What just happened? Jesse, what's Heenan doing? Rude has a foreign object. And he clobbers the snake. Roberts will need aspirin tomorrow. He deserves to be disqualified. Heenan was just doing his job, McMahon. So what do I think Rude did? There's a button you can hit once a match that can like help you when you're losing. Oh, Rude went for the Rude Awakening, but it didn't go through. What a wrist lock by Jake Roberts. See, I don't think you can count on the computer to play how you want them to play. Like, I think Jake should have went for the DDT by now. But the computer's just not doing it, you know? Come on, man. DDT. He's got it. Success. This might be it. He's going for the DDT. Boom! Is he gonna get the pin? One, two. It's over. We have a winner. A classic matchup. Just tell it like it is, McMahon. You're gonna stream? Are we gonna see the celebration? Okay, it's done. So, what are the other matches I have? Let's see. We got Hogan versus DiBiase, Roberts versus Rude, Hogan versus Savage, Hogan versus Orndorff. We have Duggan versus Race, Jim Duggan versus Race, and Savage versus the Honky Tonk Man. We did computer versus computer. So I didn't play, so I didn't really win. But Jake the Snake Roberts beat Rick Rude with a DDT. So, sometime late next week, we're gonna start the Crimson Crown. The Further Adventures in Transylvania. So, sometime next week. Maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday. When did we pick for the Doctor Who episodes? Because I think Shaw Wario picked a day, and I set it in the command. So let me see here. I'll just do it this way. So tomorrow, I had promised I would try those plug and plays. But if there's if there's time after the plug and plays, and I'm not doing anything else, maybe we could just play some more random stuff, you know. Because, you know, it probably won't, you know, the plug and plays, you know, won't probably take up a full 3 hours. Probably not. It might take up half of the stream, but probably not a full 3 hours. So we might have time at the end to do other stuff, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe they'll take longer than I expect. I wish I had more plug and plays. I wish I had all the ones before I sold them. Oh man, do I wish I still had all those. Because then that would be a loaded stack stream of all the plug and plays. But I don't have them anymore. Oh no, it's 100% plug and play. Man, if I only had those again, man. If I only had the SpongeBob and the Scooby-Doo one and all those, man. I had all kinds of them. I needed to beat Double Dragon. We'll see. Maybe it'll take longer than I think then. Yeah, maybe. Alright, guys. Because the Namco one is loaded with games. Pole Position, Galaga, Xevious, Mappy, and Pac-Man. Oh, and it's Miss Pac-Man. And then we have Pac-Man by itself over there. And I'll plug in the Coleco head-to-head one as well. Well, no, I can't promise that I'm going to watch because, you know, I'm always busy and all. And I got stuff to do after the stream, but other people might be able to tune in. I don't have the link to it myself. I'd have to go to Twitch and find it. Rock'em Sock'em Robots, really? There. Go watch him, because my stream is done. Alright, good night, everybody.